Hi guys, my name is Varun Narayanan. I'm on the IM NST for Fall 2014, and this is another episode of GIS Yes. This one should be a little longer than usual, but that's because we're going through the EP customer flow. The EP customer flow is a little different than you might have heard before with GIS. There have been some changes that have come up, but it's all for the betterment of the customer. It should be a really good process, should be really straightforward, and we're going to walk through that with you. So this is really relevant for you OGX people and for you account delivery people. But it's good for everyone to know how the customers are going to interact with GIS and what it's going to do for them. So let's pretend I'm an EP. Let's go ahead, and the EPs will interact with this brand new system we're developing called the Opportunities Portal. Now, the Opportunities Portal is more or less like a fancy face for GIS. It's something, if you've looked at GIS, we'll flip over to GIS right here. You'll notice that it's really nice looking, it's really great, but there's a lot of things here that aren't quite customer relevant. You know, organizations, committees, library. And so these things don't necessarily need to be customer facing. And so the Opportunities Portal is sort of like if GIS is a hotel, then the Opportunities Portal is the hotel lobby. This big, fancy, customer-centric area that's designed to be welcoming and inviting, and to entice people to spend more time with AIESEC. So let's go ahead and take a look. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create an account. Now, I could register with my Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, but I'm just going to create an account straight up. So, the other thing to note is that when I create an account on the Opportunities Portal, I'm also creating a GIS account. So if I go abroad with AIESEC and then I become a member, my account can carry over. And we'll say David Fincher, a fantastic movie director. United States, and Georgia Tech. Sweet. So I can fill out this information right here, and I'll click next here, and you can see that I can list in my interests and skills and all this information that'll help GIS create a better match for me. And I can search opportunities, I can view a map here, so if I'm interested in going to, say, China, I can look here for opportunities in China, or I can have the system match me directly to opportunities that are most suited to my interests. But let's go ahead and just click on Global Talent and start browsing. So the cool part is all of these TNs that are popped up right here are the same TNs that were created in GIS. So let's flip over to my GIS tab. And we'll go to Opportunities right here. Do these look familiar? They should. So let's go ahead to the one that I've already created. Nerfurter. We'll do the same over here. Sweet. So as an EP, I can view all the information about it. And obviously this is all placeholder information. I can view my match percentage, I can share this, or I can apply. So, on this side of things, as an EP manager, I can actually, here's one of the things I can do. We can go over to applications here, and there's David Fincher. And I can see the other opportunities that David has applied to. So let's go back to being David here. And let's apply to someone else. Netflix expert. Oh, yes. Sweet. So I applied to that. Go back over here to GIS. And you can see I've also applied to Netflix expert. So EP managers can track where their EPs are applying within the system without having to actually go to the Opportunities Portal. Remember, it's the same hotel, different entrance. But the customer never has to go to GIS either. So now that I've applied, I just wait, and it's up to the TN manager for this TN to do all the work. So the TN manager can coordinate with the EP manager, make sure that they've been interviewed. As we all know, GIS is still in beta. If you see something like that, click this little thing right here. But we've checked that we paid, checked that we've interviewed, and maybe attach a CV. At this point, I say they're good to go. He's the most qualified nerve herder in all of the East Coast, so match. Start date, we'll say, is next week, and date is the week after that. Sweet. So now they've been matched. Let's flip back over to being David, the EP, right here. So, as an EP, I can now check my applications, and look, there's one that's in progress, as you see, but there's one that's asked me to sign the acceptance note. I desperately want to be a nerve herder. So I'm going to click sign acceptance note here, and it's going to take me to this virtual acceptance note. I agree. Ta-da! That's all done. And we'll go back over here. I will refresh, and you'll see it says match, and now it's going to turn into, drumroll, wait for it, accepted. And so what you can do as an EP manager is you can fill in some of this information. If you know their departure details, you can fill this in. From killed. Fill in as much of this as I can real quick. Seat 45, AIESEC rep. We'll say it's the LCP of Georgia Tech, meeting time 4:45. Submit. And look, it's this fancy little virtual ticket. And this connects directly to the timeline right here. Ta-da! Now they have all this information in a handy-dandy format. They can then fill out their first impression, and that will populate over here. And this is good, again, for maintaining quality control and for marketing later on. So by monitoring what they think about their first impression in their mid-internship report, you as an EP manager or as a TN manager can ensure that your customers are getting the best experience possible while it's actually occurring. And after the trip, if the experience is positive, you can use it as a marketing tool. And this syncs across here and here. And as I said, the coolest part is, once they're done with their experience, they can log into GIS and become an AIESEC member with the same account that they used to go abroad, thus bringing their history with them. Remember, the theme of GIS is integration. It's integrating experiences. It's making one continuous AIESEC experience that spans from being an exchange participant, to being a member, to being a leader, to being an alumni. So, just to recap some of the important things, as an EP manager, you need to make sure that your EP is inside GIS system / opportunities portal, and you can track which internships they're applying to. And once they get accepted, you can track their progress. As a TN manager, you have this handy-dandy tool. Whoops, I just went away from it. You have this handy-dandy tool right here to help you select your applicants and to check off whether they've interviewed or paid, and to coordinate with the EP manager for these things, obviously. And so as an EP, you have the brand new opportunities portal. That's going to make things pretty. It's going to make things easy for customers of AIESEC. I realize this is a fairly brief overview of a brand new system, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or shoot me an email at it.manager@aisecyes.org. Again, my name is Naryanan. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you're looking forward to GIS as much as I am. Thanks for watching.